Good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll do a introductory session on ETABS software. So we'll start with the basic part. In the file, you have to click New Model. When I click, there are three settings when this window will open. There are three settings which says Use saved user default setting. Means if you have any setting specifically for your design or your analysis you have saved, you can use that. Because if you are working on ETABS, you might have settings which you want to use again and again, then you can save that. Second option is use setting from a model. Like if you have built a model, you want to import those properties to those settings, so you can import those. Otherwise, best way is to use built-in settings. So in built-in settings, first of all, I want my unit in metric SI. My section base will be Indian. My steel code is IS 800 2007 and concrete code is IS 456 2000. Fine. Now, when I click OK, this new window will open which says new model quick template. In this, I want to have my grid spacing where I want to put my column beams. This thing we can do two ways. One, we can uniformly provide, which is very rare in the building case. If you are designing any building, the uniform grid spacing will not be there in any case. It will be 4 meter, 6 meter, then again 3.5 meter, any other dimension will be there, because room sizes are not equal. It will be different and the layout might be different. So you can go with custom grid spacing where you can put your spacing between the grids. Okay, but right now we are not focusing on how to provide grids. I'll give you the basic idea today only. So in this, we are saying that there are 4 grids in x direction and 4 grids in y direction. The spacing of these grids are 6 meter by 6 meter, and the number of stories in this building is 4. Typical height is 3 meter and bottom story height is also 3 meter. Here I am adding only grids. When I click this, a window will be opening. Not one, two, there are 2 windows will be opening. Yes, here you can see this is grids. You are saying A, B, C, D, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4. So A, B, C, D in x direction and 1, 2, 3, 4 in y direction. These are 6 meter parts. Okay, this is my 3D layout. Now my next step is, after providing the grid, my next step is to define material. First of all, we have to define which material we are building. Right now we are building steel building, RCC building. So we'll go with RCC first. So when you are doing RCC building, we'll say we add new material. We'll say we add new material by clicking it. So in this, we have to choose region. We are in India. Concrete is material is concrete. You can choose any. We are using concrete. Standard is Indian and grade is M30 we take, suppose. So this property dialog will open. So here today morning we are discussing E is root 5000 root FCK. So if you multiply this value, you will get this. Newton per mm square. Okay, so this is the properties which we need to provide for M30 material. We are not going for non-material data because right now our concrete is we are considering it as a linear material and we are not going with no linear properties or any time dependent properties. So I'll say click it OK. After doing this, I'll add new material, which I'll say rebar. Now rebar, we can use these type of grade like HVISD high strength bar of 500 grade and 415. So I'll choose 500. This is the modulus of elasticity of steel to 2 into 10 raised to power 5. You know this. I can add one more. I can say 415 grade steel also we can provide. Okay. In the material, if you go, we have steel, concrete, aluminium, cold form, rebar, tendons also there, and masonry is also there. If you want to provide masonry also, then masonry is also there, and tendons is also there. Pre-stress की अगर हम बात करें तो tendon properties भी है. If you want to see it is not showing any code. आप अपना profile based on the material you can provide which tendon you require. But right now we are not doing. So we have defined M30 concrete and 2 bars. I click OK. Then again in define, my next step is to define my sections. In sections, what do you have to define? I have to define frame. So frame section is your beam and column. So as per design, you have to choose what is the size of column you require. What I'll do, I'll add new property. I say it's a concrete rectangular. What I'll say, I'll write name as C as column. Size is 300 into 600 columns. Here from material, I'll choose as M30. In depth, I'll change to 600 and width to as 300. Okay. Now our column is we are now, after clicking this window, modify and show rebar. So I'm designing my member as a column. So it says P M2 M3 design, which is column. So here rebar material I have to choose. So I'll say for longitudinal bar HVISD 500, and for tying confining ties, lateral ties जो है, I'll choose 415. My is rectangular, confining bar ties, reinforcement to be designed. So clear cover, I am saying I am choosing 30. Number of bars you can say in both the direction, one direction is 3 and another direction is 5. I can say my bar size is 16 and corner bar size might be 20. We can take no issue. For confining you can choose 8, then it can increase to 10 also, but we are startingly taking 8 mm as the tie dimension. Now as per IS 1893/2016, for design of column, this moment of inertia property need to be changed. For design only, for not analysis. We are saying ki we are not utilizing the full strength, so we'll say we'll use 0.7. This is provided in code. Okay, so we have to change the properties of moment of inertia about 2 axis and 3 axis as 0.7 and 0.7. I'll click OK, then I'll click OK. Now I again add new property, then I'll again choose rectangular. This time I'll say my member as B, beam. Size you can take 300, cross 450. These are, I am just taking random values in which the basic value which we can take in the design. Here design type we have to change to beam, M3 design only, and here longitudinal bar is this and confining tie is this. Cover I'll say 30, bottom also 30. This I don't need to provide. Here also this moment inertia is different, I think 0.35. I have to recheck this. I'll click OK. These are the two material which I have defined. Now again I'll move to section and I'll define slabs. Three major members are there in a building. If you talk about beam, column and slab, structural element if I talk about. So I add new property. I say it's a slab of 125 mm. Slab material is M30. Okay, for all I have taken M30 only. So here there are properties you can take as shell, thin, thick, membrane and layered. Membrane is for one-way distribution. Membrane member means it will only transfer the forces which are coming on the slab. It will not take any load. Then shell thick and thin will be, shell thin will take load, but it will be a thin member, like 125 member will be a thin. If I take more than, you can say 400 or 500 mm, then it will be shell thick. So our slab is 125 mm. So I'm taking this as shell thin. Membrane we can take, but membrane only used when we are saying our slab will not take any load. It is just to transfer the loads. I'll click OK. And then again click OK. After defining the section properties from frame and slabs. We have defined both the sections. Wall I am not providing right now. So reinforcing bar size also you can provide this. These you can clear also. You can provide if 8 mm is not there. You can click OK. Yeah. There are other bars. These are diameter and other things are there. If you want to clear, you want to add, you can add or delete as per your need.